Yo, welcome back to another episode of Great Conversations and Guests, man. It's your boy Turbo. Yo, welcome back to another episode of Great Conversations and Guests, man. It's your boy Turbo. We back with another episode, man. I hope y'all like that last episode with me and my boy Duke. Make sure y'all keep running up the views on that. Keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing. We got a lot more we got a lot more coming for y'all too. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. But this week, man, we had a nice Sunday that just passed, man. Monday night game was a crazy game. If y'all seen it between the Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. And tonight we got another nice game going on that's gonna go on today. Well, I ain't gonna say a nice game, but we're gonna see if Drake May gonna ball out today though. You feel me? But we gonna get into all that though. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on the video. You already know we gonna dive right into it. So first things first, man, we got a lot to talk about today, man. We got some NBA we gonna talk about. We got some football we gonna talk about, and we got some college basketball we're gonna talk about. I know it's been a minute since we talked about some college basketball, but it's been some young stars that done went into the college atmosphere lately, and they've been thriving. You feel me? I've been seeing the Boozers twins. They've been low key playing some good ball over at Duke. Everybody know that I'm a big Duke fan. You feel me? Coach K. You feel me? I'm always root for the Duke for the Blue Devils. You feel me? But the Boozers twin, especially Cameron Boozer, you feel me? Putting up about 19-10 right now. You feel me? We're gonna see if he can keep it going through the whole college season and probably push them to a championship or something. But he definitely been showing some good promise. You feel me? That's somebody I've been one of the former NBA players' sons that I've been watching since really they was in high school before they went to college. You feel me? I remember them playing Matt Barnes twins in high school. You feel me? And that's another player who got some good sons that's gonna be going to college soon. Matt Barnes, his twins, they also got some they got some game to them too. But yeah, the Boozers twins going out there doing their thing. Cameron and Caden. You feel me? But Cameron really making noise over there. You feel me? Like I say, he averaging almost about 19-10 a game. You feel me? And then on the other side, you got Melo's son, Cayenne Anthony, over in Syracuse. You feel me? His debut was good. Then he followed it up with another nice game. The thing I like about him is I feel like he ain't like it ain't the stage ain't too big for him, you feel me? I feel like he taking real good shot selections, you feel me? He averaging about 17, 3 and 3, so you feel me? It ain't all just about scoring for him, but you see that scoring is coming kind of easy to him, you feel me? And it ain't no surprise because uh if you've been watching him in high school and just watching his journey, he been going at it with real NBA players that's active right now. And only other young player I seen was doing that was Gilbert Arenas' son. You feel me? Who also was at an elite level. To me, he was one of the top kids to be going into that class. If you ask me, you feel me? But it was unfortunate that he tore his ACL. Hopefully, he can come back and pick up right where he left off at. You feel me? Because that'd be real interesting. Because him and Cayenne Anthony, they played each other in high school too. They both on their way to college. You feel me? But yeah, man, there's some young stars in college basketball right now that's making some noise. And then you got Paige Stojakovic son, Andre Stojakovic. I ain't know he just transferred to Illinois. He's still balling out. That's somebody I've been keep telling people about. Like, man, watch out for Paige son. Watch out for Paige son. He nice. He got the size. He look like he about 6'7", 6'8". You feel me? The thing that I kind of like about him that's different from his pops. If y'all know Paige, he was a nice passer. He was a good 3-point shooter too. You feel me? But his son, he got a little more athleticism to him. You feel me? He ain't scared to take the ball into the paint and get them tough points. He is shooting his shooting from the three is it's okay. It's about 31%, but I feel like attacking the paint and like mid range right now is kind of his forte. You feel me? He putting up about 16. You feel me? Right now with the transfer over to Illinois, so it's still early, in the college basketball season. But them the people I'm gonna be watching out for right now until I find out some more people. I just seen my boy Mikey Williams just had a crazy game over at Sacramento State over there. Mike Bibby, the head coach over there. Mikey Williams got his second chance. He ain't at UCF no more. Over at Sacramento State, got a chance to be under a nice head coach and Mike Bibby. He playing with Shaquille O'Neal's son. They say over there too, and he just had a monster game too. He just put up like 30 points efficiently too. 10 for 16, five assists. Man, we gonna see if Mikey can get his spark back, man, because he was one of the first kids that's supposed to be already really supposed to be in the league right now. You feel me? He supposed to been made it to the league right now, but you know everything got his own timing and everything works on his own timing. So this probably will be a better situation and better timing for him to really pick up where he left off, man, and get that energy back, and so he can get his way into the league because he can play some ball too for sure, especially at that point guard position too. You feel me? So them the people we gonna keep our eyes on as far as college basketball right now until some more people catch my eyes right now. You feel me? So yeah, man. Make sure y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about those players, or tell me about some more players that y'all think I need to get in tune to. You feel me? So I can check them out too and see what they gonna look like during the season. Because I want to see what these who gonna be leading these teams to the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight and to the championship. You feel me? So we gonna keep our eyes on that. You feel me? Another thing that I want to get into too, we're gonna get into some NBA talk. I want to get into some of the rookies, man. There's been some rookies that's been low key shining in the NBA lately, you feel me? VJ, is it EJ? EJ or VJ? VJ, yeah, Edge Coleman, he been going crazy, man. Him and Tyrese Maxey, Joe. Shout out Tyrese Maxey, man. He just been getting better every year, man. I'm glad to see him doing this thing. He up to almost 30 points a game this year, bro. Like it's crazy. And I know Embiid ain't been in the lineup like that, so he taking a lot of more shots. But I feel like that's the type of player he need to be. I remember him being there with his rookie year with Ben Simmons, with Doc Rivers. And I was always asking, like, dang, why Doc Rivers ain't playing him more? Why Doc Rivers ain't playing him more? And then when he did get in the game, he was like kind of pass first. He wasn't aggressive. He didn't take a lot of shots, but when he did take shots, he made those shots. So I always had been a fan of Tyrese Maxey, but I'm glad to see him doing this thing. You feel me? And I feel like he taking a rookie under his wing too. You feel me? I feel like he taking a rookie up under his wing too and showing him the way. And I feel like he picking up on it too, cause VJ been going crazy. He showed some promise in the summer league, but everybody be looking like, man, that's just summer league. You feel me? You only playing against other rookies. You feel me? Probably some people that's gonna be in the G League. You know, uh, some six mans. You feel me? You ain't really playing them real NBA stars like that. You feel me? So like we gonna see, but I feel like him and then Ace Bailey, man. Ace Bailey, I thought I feel like with him it's just gonna be all about consistency right now. You feel me? He up there, he averages some decent points right now, about 14, 15 points a game. You feel me? But it's all about, I feel like it's just gonna all be about consistency when it come down to him. You feel me? And how well can he score the ball and take smart shots, and his shot selection at that too. He had a crazy dunk the other night over Anthony Edwards that was all over Sports Center. The reverse dunk. I know y'all caught it. If you didn't, man, go check it out. Though it was a nice dunk. But with his frame and his size, man, it ain't no surprise he should be doing that with ease. You feel me? He should be doing that with ease, getting that right out the way. You feel me? And playing aggressive like he is right now. You feel me? I feel like I feel like he gonna end up helping turn that Jazz franchise around for sure. Him, Keontae George, you feel me? Lloyd Marketing, I don't know. You feel me? But I like Kessler. You feel me? So they got some players over there, but you feel me? It's gonna have to all come together though. We gonna see it. We gonna see how it go though. You feel me? Um, Another rookie that's been going crazy. Well, I ain't gonna say going crazy, but I thought he'd probably be doing more. I thought his name would be more up there right now. Be Cooper Flag. What all the injuries Dallas going through right now, it's really just his time to shine. If you ask me, you feel me? He can take all the shots he want to. You feel me? Be as aggressive as he want to. Just show his whole development on far as defense, offense. You feel me? What he working on? Because with Anthony Davis not being in the lineup, Kyrie not being in the lineup, Klay Thompson playing the way he playing, he ain't been playing like he was last year. He been having a tough stretch, but it's a long season. You feel me? It's a long season. We did just passed like 10 games. You feel me? So it's a long season. We gonna see what's gonna happen though. You feel me? But Man, Joe, the rookies been looking alright. The rookies been looking a little alright. I like Cedric Coward over there in Memphis. Like I said, Memphis always got some rookies. They got some good scouts over there. They got some good trainers over there that help with developing players over there. You feel me? You done seen Jaren Jackson, you seen John Morant, Desmond Baines, G. Jackson, all the rookies that done came through Memphis. I really want to see Zach Edey. I want to see how his second year gonna look. You feel me? Is he better on defense? Did he get his shot better? Did he get his post game better? You feel me? I want to see because I feel like Memphis do a real good job with developing their young players and their young stars to basically put them in the best position to be the best versions of themselves. I don't know what's going on with G. Jackson right now, but you feel me? I feel like he another player who should be like getting a lot more recognition than he getting right now. But like I say, man, we gonna see. We gonna see what is. It's a long season, man. We gonna see what is. We gonna see what it's looking like. You feel me? But just shout out to those rookies right now, because early on in the season, man, they doing their thing right now. So shout out to them. You feel me? Y'all let me know who the rookie of the year might be. You feel me? Because we can get into that conversation too. But I'm gonna let it be. I'm gonna let it get deeper into the season and see who gonna get deeper in their bag and get the plan better when the season get further. Because the further the season get, the tougher the games get. And like I say, Embiid ain't fully back yet. Paul George ain't fully back yet. So the 76ers ain't a full team back yet. So we gonna see how that rotation and stuff gonna go once they players get fully healthy and come back. So yeah, we gonna see, man. And then too with Dallas too, we gotta see. They saying Kyrie Irving will probably be back by January. We don't know the timetable. Anthony Davis, he gonna be in and out and line up so much, but yeah, man, we gonna see, man. We gonna keep our eyes on it and find out though what's really to these rookies though. You feel me? For sure. Another thing I want to get into though, I want to give a shout out to the Chicago Bulls, man. I gotta catch a game for sure this year. You feel me? They've been going crazy, man. They've been playing some good basketball. It seemed like they get rid of DeRozan and then they got rid of Zach LaVine. And it was like that was the people that was holding them back almost. You feel me? I feel like now it's like more they playing more of a team basketball first. You feel me? It ain't about just one player trying to get one player going and then trying to get the other players going. I feel like Josh Giddey a real good piece for them as far as playing point guard, distributing the ball, and being able to put the ball in the basket. You got a nice vet with Vucevic down low at the center. You hear me? Going to put up his double double. You got IU out there that's been with the team for a minute, so you feel me? He almost a vet on the team, and he almost a veteran. He gonna play some good defense. He done got better on offensively. You feel me? Then they got us. They got some more. They got some role players that's stepping up too, bro. They got Brasilis, the rookie from last year. He's showing promise. You feel me? Having a nice sophomore season so far. You feel me? And like they started off hot, like what 5-0, 4-0, something like that. You feel me? Now they up to about I think 7-4, 7-5, something like that. But it's something though. You feel me? And then like I say, they putting up they competing. You feel me? They really competing with teams. Making it hard on certain teams to win and pulling out wins over big teams too. So like I say, man, the season's still early, man. So I ain't really talked about NBA like that because it's still early in the season. I mean, I like to wait till NBA get late in the season, about 20, 25 games in, then you really kind of start to see like what teams' identity is and what they really kind of gonna do and what they almost gonna kind of really be early on. Like between the first 10, 15 games, you never really know. You feel me? If you ask me, you feel me? You never really know anybody can shine. They still rotation still deep. People playing almost the whole 12 roster. You feel me? Somebody can randomly go for 50. You feel me? It's been almost a lot of 50-point games already. You feel me? So it's like and not even just from star players. That's the thing. So it's like early on in the season, you can't really even like I ain't gonna say pay attention, but you can't even really make too many guesses like that. So I'm gonna let the season get up to like 20, 25 games. Then we gonna really be able to see what the Bulls really is and what they're really about. You feel me? And what their record is and what they sitting at in the conference. Then you feel me? But shout out to them though, man, because like I say, they've been playing some real good basketball as of lately, as far as offensively and team basketball. You feel me? Everybody eating, and we just gonna see where they gonna take it from there. You feel me? They made the play in last year, right? Made a play in last year. You feel me? that was a step up. You feel me? So and and I think that was almost without Zach Levine. You feel me? I think he played in a play-in game, but a lot of that season he was hurt, so they got the job done without him. And then he came back and they lost. So like I said, they probably just needed to part ways with him. You feel me? So other people can, or just so the team can shine better. You feel me? So yeah, man, we're gonna keep our eyes on the Bulls, man. So y'all make sure y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about the Chicago Bulls this season and what y'all think about their team. You feel me? And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on the video, man, while y'all watching too. Another person that I want to talk about is Wemby, man. Wemby been going crazy, man. He been having a hot start to the season this year, and it's like what I was talking about last year. If y'all was watching last season when I was talking about Wemby, I was talking about how the team looked at like they didn't want to give him the ball almost. I know that probably sound crazy, but it's like in certain situations when I was watching certain games, it was like when he needed the ball because he was hot, or you just give him the ball because he's the best player on the court at that time. You feel me? It's like they weren't giving him the ball. Other people was taking shots. You feel me? That they feel like they could take, or they feel like they can make, or they feel like that was they moment to do it. You feel me? When they should give him the ball. I always feel like if the Spurs want to be a successful team, they're gonna have to run the offense through him. You feel me? Just because he can do everything. You feel me? He can score the ball, he can pass the ball, he gonna play defense. You feel me? He got the post game, he can shoot the three, he can do the mid range, he can dunk, layup, all that. So you might as well run your offense through him. Let him find open guys, you feel me? Let him be the person that collapse defenses. You know, run screens for him, not just him, so screens for other people. So I feel like everything just got to be ran through him and based off what he do, just if they want to be successful. Now you do got De'Aaron Fox, so I feel like that's where the pick and roll can come in at between him and De'Aaron Fox. I feel like that'll be just unstoppable, depending on how they attack it. Either way they attack it, if the De'Aaron Fox got to attack the rim, that's dangerous. If Wimby got to attack the rim, ain't nobody stopping him. They both can shoot the ball too. On top of that, so it's like or they can find the open teammate. So I feel like long as they do that, either run the offense through. I've almost forgot they got De'Aaron Fox over there. You feel me? So either run the offense through De'Aaron Fox, but I still think run the offense through Wemby, and I feel like the Spurs will have a successful season. You feel me? He putting up crazy numbers right now. You feel me? Real crazy numbers right now. You feel me? I feel like if they success keep going on, like I said, 20, 25 games into the season, you probably gonna have to put him not only in a defensive player of the year conversation again, but you gonna probably have to put him in the MVP conversation. You feel me? Especially if his numbers still going up and he's still having that team success that he having with the Spurs now. Especially coming in, what's this, his third year already? Something like that. Second or third year already. You feel me? Spurs won a too good team. They ain't been a too good team since he got there, but this year can be the year, man. It can be the turnaround year. They feel me. They got some good players over there too, with Keldon Johnson, them, De'Aaron Fox, Vassell over there. They got some. They got a core team over there too, so they can be able to get it done. You feel me? The West is a tough conference. You feel me? It's a tough conference over there in the West. You got a lot of stars over there. You got OKC. You got Denver. You got the Lakers over there. You got Memphis over there. You got the Rockets, you got the Suns with Devin Booker. You got a lot of players over there. They got a lot of teams over there that got some hoopers now. You feel me? And they can come hoop on any given night. You got the Clippers with James Harden, Kawhi Leonard. So it's gonna be tough to keep up with and tough to keep managing. But we're gonna see if they can do it. I feel like they can do it as long as they running that offense to Wemby and he healthy and he playing defense how he is. Cause ain't nobody gonna be able to attack that paint. And no points getting scored in the paint like that. Long as he right there, you can barely shoot threes over that man. So yeah, they can definitely make it tough on teams. You feel me? They just gotta stick to the plan. You feel me? That's it. That's it. That's all. If you ask me, you feel me? But another thing that I want to ask though is uh what everybody think about OKC, man. Do y'all think they gonna repeat? You think they gonna repeat, Josh? Shorty? You don't think they gonna repeat? Bro, but they is one of the hottest teams right now in the league, man. Just looking at what they was just did to the Lakers the other night, man, 70-38 at halftime was just crazy. And it's crazy because they playing good basketball and they doing all this and they ain't even got Jalen Williams back. You know, he's still been out, so for them to be doing this without their second best player on the court, you feel me, is definitely a good sign. And I don't know, man. I ain't gonna say they gonna repeat right now either, but that's definitely a good sign if y'all able to put on stretches like this and without your second best player being on the court. I mean, you got Shea Gill, but you would think team the game plan better for OKC without Jalen Williams being on the court too, with just being SGA. But man, like just like in that playoff run, and just like last season, they got players coming off the bench that's gonna step up. Hardenstein been having a nice season this year. They still got Alex Caruso coming off the bench helping them. Wiggins, a lot of them players are stepping up and they keep developing, and that team gonna keep getting better, man. As long as they stay healthy and players start coming back, it's probably really gonna probably get scary on the league too. But man, y'all just want to know. I just want y'all to leave. Jump in the comments, man. Jump in the comments and let me know if y'all think OKC gonna repeat just based off how they looking. And you ask me, they was playing the Memphis Grizzlies the other day. They was down almost 17 before halftime. They end up coming back to win that game by 14 points. So like, man, Joe, like they looking dangerous. They ain't looking like they lost a step. Only player that's missing right now is Jalen Williams. So when he come back, we definitely gonna see what that team gonna look like. You feel me? But right now, I feel like they one of the hottest teams, and they still the team to beat right now. If you ask me, you feel me? But y'all let me know too. Y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about OKC about this year and what they gonna do. You feel me? Uh, Another thing that I want to get into, man, is my boy John Morant, Joe, man. He been in the news again, but it ain't been nothing. It ain't been no off the field. I mean, off the court issues, nothing like that. It's really been going on the court. You feel me? He been bumping heads with head coach, with the new head coach, which I don't like the new head coach either. You feel me? I just feel like things just falling apart right now in Memphis. You feel me? Uh, I ain't know after that 2023 season that everybody that was on Taylor Jenkins coaching staff that he had end up getting fired, and they gave him a whole new coaching staff, and that's what the new head coach that took over after Taylor Jenkins got fired came from. You feel me? And that kind of explains a lot about what happened last season with after the All Star break when they changed the offense and the rotation started changing and stuff started changing, and Taylor Jenkins all of a sudden started being on the hot seat. I feel like that was kind of already part of the plan. Now, don't get me wrong, I said that I think Taylor Jenkins should go, but at the same time, I started saying that just because you should get another a more winning than head coach up in for that team with Desmond Baines, with Jaron Jackson, and that team that they had. I was like Taylor Jenkins did his part. He developed them players that he needed to develop. Now you need a championship man type coach to come in there and do the thing. I wasn't saying like, oh, hire the assistant head coach who only then coached in European basketball, and that's not a knock on him or European basketball, but it's just to say like it ain't the NBA. So what worked in the Euro League seemed like it ain't gonna work in the NBA. Especially with the players, you gotta understand the type of players you got and the personnel you got around them too. So you feel me? I feel like they got away from a lot of the pick and roll basketball, which made Memphis a good basketball team. They did a pick and roll with Steven Adams. They did pick and roll with Valanciunas when he was there with John Morant. They did the pick and roll with Brandon Clark, Jaron Jackson. That's what they did, and that was tough for teams to defend. And that's when John Morant made his name at off the pick and roll. Not in isolation basketball. You feel me? In ISO basketball, which is not a problem for him, but you see when he in ISO a lot, it's easier for the defense to collapse or help defense on him, and he get turnovers a lot or end up in a block shot or just a bad play. But uh, it's not a surprise to me that him and the head coach bumping heads though. You feel me? They said it was a rotation problem. Saying that the coach, like, even though he playing over 30 minutes, it's the way he got the rotation, short rotations a lot of players. That's why you will see a whole new starting five, a random starting five out there. Not starting five, but come off the bench. You don't just see like a solid person in there with when they run in certain rotations. And and in one of the games they took John Morant out in a late game. You feel me? When they probably needed him the most, even though he was probably having an off game, whatever. Players have off games, but it's better for them to stay in the game and try to get back in rhythm than you to take them out and then try to put them back in. You feel me? Now you already done, messed up the flow of the game or messed up the flow of their rhythm. So you feel me? Everybody say they keeping their eyes on it. They say teams keeping eyes on the situation because man, Joe John Morant a big target and any team would love to have him. You feel me? He a great playmaker. He can get to his shots and get to the rim. He ain't the best 3-point shooter, but he have been working on the shots. He became like over a 30% shooter from the field. He only take about 3 to 5 3-pointers a game. You feel me? So any team would be lucky to have him. You feel me? Minnesota, I would like to see him play with Anthony Edwards. That's my dream for him and Anthony Edwards to play together. I feel like they definitely will win a championship together. Um, Miami could be a good destination for him. It's a few spots out there that he can probably go and help some teams win some championships or turn a team into a playoff team like he helped turn Memphis into. You feel me? But man, Joe, he say he ain't going nowhere, but you never know, man. Like we said, when we seen Luka Doncic get traded, Joe, we just like, man, anybody, it can happen to anybody. So ain't nobody safe. You feel me? So we gonna see what's gonna happen, man. It's just unfortunate that he gotta always be. It just seemed like that my boy always in the news, and then on top of that, they having a bad season, a rough season already. They ain't winning like that. He ain't playing his best basketball. To me, he don't even seem like he in it right now. He ain't enjoying it. So it seem like he ain't putting his all into the back in the game right now. And I feel like that's kind of bad because you letting it impact you too much. Because at the end of the day, like even if you bumping heads with the head coach, you got a problem with anything he doing, you got to still go out there and perform, man, and do your thing on that court. You can't go out there and try to play lazy and try to say you trying to prove something to the coach because at the end of the day, that's only hurting your game and hurting your stats. You feel me? And hurting your season. So you feel me? You got to still go out there and perform, even though you don't like how the coach running things or how you doing that rotation. That's to me, that's the reason why you got to go out there and ball more so you can show him like, all right, this why you need this rotation out here, or this player need to be out here, or even this why he need to be out here. You feel me? Like John Morant got the most game winners since what 2022. You feel me? He already got a couple this season already. You feel me? So man, we gonna see what's gonna happen with him, man. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with him, man. Leave a comment, let me know what y'all think gonna happen though. You feel me? Is he gonna get traded? Y'all let me know what's gonna happen with him, man. Do y'all think he gonna get traded, man? Do you think the season gonna get turned around? You feel me? What y'all think gonna happen with our boy John Morant, man? Tired of my boy being in the news for all negative stuff and not the good stuff no more. You feel me? Another person that's going through some crazy stuff in the media, man. He ain't even touched the field yet. Is my boy Shador Sanders, man. Everybody wondering when is the Browns gonna give him his chance, man? Is his chance gonna come sometime this year, or is he gonna have to wait till next year, or is he gonna have to get traded to a different team? What's gonna happen, man? I feel like me personally, I think that he gonna get his chance to play, man. But I think it's gonna be later on in the season, man. Because the way Dylan Brooks playing, I mean, the way Dylan Gabriel playing, man, he not playing like bad football like that, but it is bad football because the passes that he making, the reads that he making, it is bad. He ain't completing a very high percentage. You feel me? But compared to the other rookies that's playing right now, you feel me? It's like all right, it's whatever. And I think that's how the Browns looking at it, and I feel like that's how the coaching staff looking at it. But I feel like if he don't play this season, I feel like the coaching staff gonna get fired, and whoever the new coach come in, if the GM or the man or the owner try to tell them don't play Shador Sanders or whatever, I feel like he gonna play Shador Sanders. You feel me? But I think he gonna get his chance to shine this year. I feel like I feel like it's really gonna be like the last two games of the season or the last game of the season when they gonna just be like, all right, we just gonna throw them out there and just let them play and just for the fans to have something to cheer about. You feel me? But at this point, man, they just playing for pick. They just playing for the top five pick right now. You feel me? They got them. You got the Jets. You know, you got a couple of teams out there that only got one or two wins right now. So I feel like, man, just don't let Shador play, man. Y'all already done put him through enough. If y'all was trying to teach him a lesson or teach him a test, whatever, you feel me? We see that already. Just go and get a man a chance, man. The Browns fans want him playing, man. The fans want him playing. The people around the league, the team want him playing. And it's just like everybody ignoring all that and just like, man, nah, we gonna play who we want to play. You feel me? Even though like you see Dylan Gabriel throwing passes for touchdowns and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it's like it's not a count to no wins because the passes that he is making and the touchdowns that he is throwing is like all within the 5, 6 yards. So you feel me? So it's like they want to see people want to see they want to see some big plays. They want to see some big throws down the field, and that's just not what he able to do. He too short. You feel me? He don't got the strongest arm like that. You feel me? He inaccurate throwing the ball more than 10 yards down the field. You feel me? So, and he really be putting the ball in. He be putting his receivers and the ball in dangerous situations. Sometimes when he throwing the ball over the middle, it's always he always throwing them right to a player. You feel me? So I feel like the Browns just need to go and give Shador Sanders his go and give him his chance, man. Y'all ain't got nothing to lose right now in the season. Y'all already got 7 losses. What else can you feel me? What else? You ain't got nothing else to lose, you feel me? So go and let him play. But I feel like he gonna get his play he gonna get his chance in the last game of the season. Just because a lot of people don't play all their players in the last game of the season, especially playoff teams. And I feel like that's just gonna be the game where they just gonna be like, man, it is what it is. You feel me? Just gonna let them play, man. But it's crazy that my boy going through this, man. Because man, just watch his highlights at Jackson State, even at Colorado. All he did was just ball out in high school, and for him to be sitting here going through what he going through and getting treated and talked about as if like he was just some bum or a scrub or just another player in college football is just crazy. When he came and turned schools around that didn't win to win us. You feel me? You just look at Colorado right now and you look at them compared to the last two seasons when they had Shador Sanders. Look at the quarterback player that they got now. Look at the wins that they got now. You feel me? Like it's a whole different ball game now. Right now, you feel me? I seen one fan say, "Yeah, I think Colorado did do a good job with retiring Shador Sanders' number." You feel me? And they probably did. He put up some crazy numbers just 2 years being there that certain players took 3, 4 years to put up. So man, if that ain't talent or if that ain't what people looking for, then I don't know what it is. They saying something about cockiness and confidence, but when it's on the when it's somebody that they want it to be or somebody that they like, it's all good. And when it's somebody that they don't like, they paint it out to be a bad thing. So hopefully, man, my boy can get he can get his chance to shine, because I don't like how people talking about him and talking like he a bum and like he really a fifth round pick. Like when we all know that he really not no fifth round pick and he shouldn't be no fifth round pick. You feel me? So we're gonna see what's gonna happen with Shador Sanders, man. We're gonna keep our eyes on that. You feel me? Another thing that I want to get into is the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Right now, going into week 11, my team they ain't even in the playoffs right now. You feel me? They are eighth. They in the eighth spot right now in the AFC. Sitting right behind. I think was it I forgot who they said that they sitting behind right now, but as of right now, they not even in the playoffs right now. But they still over 500. They still sitting behind the Chargers and the Broncos. They finna come off this bye week and play the Broncos. They still gonna play the Chargers again, so they still got a chance to make the playoffs. And they still the favorites to win the Super Bowl this year too. Like I said, since Rasheed Rice came back, the offense just looked totally different. They took that loss to Buffalo last week, a couple of weeks ago, But I feel like they're gonna shake back against the Broncos. The Broncos, they do got a real good defense, but they offense haven't been the reason why they've been winning games lately. It's have been the reason because the defense. But Kansas City going in there healthy, I feel like they just playing too good of football right now. The defense playing solid. They only gave up 28 points or more like twice this year. You know, going all the way back to even last season. So look for them to come off this. I feel like come off this bad week and start strong. Before that loss to the Bills, they was on a 3-game winning streak. Just look to them and get back to them winning ways. Getting Rasheed Rice back active in the offense. He got a touchdown in the last 2-3 games he played in. Xavier Worthy came back, make sure he stay healthy so he can keep doing what he doing. Hollywood Brown been coming up big in the last couple of games, having some touchdowns. Uh, but one thing that I do think they need to make a transition um is from Juju Smith Schuster. I know he a veteran on the team. He got a couple of rings with y'all down lately. You know, he just like he a guy that's around that just gonna make some catches or make some plays for y'all. But I feel like the way Thornton was performing with Rasheed Rice being out, with Xavier Worthy being out, I feel like y'all should implement him back into that offense more than they do Juju Smith Schuster, just because he another speedster that I feel like Pat Mahomes started to make a real good connection with. And man, he can make some plays downfield. He can make some plays after the catch, just like Xavier, just like Hollywood, and just like Rasheed Rice. You feel me? I feel like just them four being out there, and you can still probably put Juju Smith-Schuster in, probably in like more in the red zone situational ball like that. But I feel like to me personally, I start moving Juju Smith-Schuster to more of a tight end role. He a real good blocking wide receiver. Everybody know that. So I'll probably start moving him more into a tight end role just because you look at Kelsey, this probably might be his last season. But yeah, and then on top of that, Thornton was just balling out, catching touchdown passes, catching crazy passes. I feel like he need to be back on the field instead of just being on the sideline waiting on his name to be called. You feel me? I feel like you need to get the ball in his hands, and because they can make some good things happen. You feel me? And he's been showing that. You feel me? So we're gonna see what's going on. Everybody been questioning the Chiefs dynasty, and you already know. Soon you get to question the Chiefs dynasty, that's when they come alive, man, and they make the playoffs. And when the playoffs Chiefs come, man, everybody better be worried, cause man, already know they're gonna be either going to the Super Bowl. If they healthy, they going to the Super Bowl, man. If they not healthy, then it's a chance that they might not go. Joe Burrow coming back. Uh, Cincinnati was able to keep their head above water. Like I say, Patriots going crazy right now. The AFC is kind of crazy right now. You got Colts at the top. You got the Patriots up there, the Chargers up there, the Broncos up there. It's some teams that's up there that went up there last year that's showing some promise. But like I say, man, when playoff ball come around, if the Chiefs in the if the Chiefs in the playoffs, when the playoffs come around, everybody better be worried because they got the most experience. They got all the tricks up their sleeves. They know how to come out on top. They know how to win games. They know how to not beat themselves. As long as Pat Mahomes take care of that ball, and that defense going out there making big plays and stopping that run game and stopping that passing game. The they DB's been doing a real good job, better than what I thought they would do. So man, they got a chance to still make the playoffs. They over 500, 5-4 coming off this bad week. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with this dynasty team, man, for sure. Uh, another player that I want to get into is Drake May, man. He been having a crazy season right now, balling out, man, averaging over 2 touchdowns a game right now. He only got one game this season when he only threw for 1 touchdown. He only got one game when he threw for no touchdowns. Every other game is either 2 touchdowns or more. And right now they saying they put him right now up there with as top 5 in MVP right now. You feel me? And I don't blame them just because looking where they was at last year and then looking at his development and seeing how he performing this year, he looked way more poised in a pocket. He looked more comfortable. You know, it looked like he been working on his passing mechanics. He throwing some perfect balls. You feel me? No Diddy. You know, and he one of the best deep throwers in the game right now. Like ain't nobody completing more a higher percentage on deep passes than him. You know, he's stretching the field with the offense with the receivers he got. Stephon did. Matt Hollins came back. He been having a big game. The rookie Trayvon Henderson been going crazy. You know, but they still got Raymond Stevenson, Hunter Henry. That defense been stepping up. So yeah, man. Then on top of that, the Patriots 8-2 right now. You know, they 8-2. They ain't been no they ain't had no start like this in a while. You feel me? Probably since Tom Brady. You know, so post Tom Brady era, post Bill Belichick era, Mike Vrabel done turned this team around with his young quarterback. And like I say, man, he only got 19 touchdowns right now, but he making it look real good, man. Throwing multiple touchdowns, showing spreading the love out to receivers, you know, and we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see if he able to keep going like this and take this type of play into the playoffs, you know, and lead them and probably into a conference championship game or I say he got to go past a divisional. He's got to be past a divisional game just because over the last 2 years we done see Jaden Daniels go to a conference game. We done we'll almost make a conference game. We done seen CJ Stroud almost make a conference game. You know, so I feel like nothing less than a conference game. And then if he keep throwing 2 and 3 touchdowns a game right now, he could definitely be top spot to win a MVP just because he turned that team around, man. They went out there, got some pieces for him, you know, and he turned the team around at 8-2 right now. This time last year, they was one of the worst teams in the league. You know, he was getting sacked. He wasn't throwing a lot of touchdowns. He was looking like man, Joe. Because for my words was shit. You don't go and get no quarterback from no North Carolina. You feel me? I don't know no too many quarterbacks that came from North Carolina that was successful in the league. Only other quarterback that I know that came from North Carolina was Mitchell Trubisky. And you seen how he turned out. You feel me? But I feel like I might have to take my words back looking at Drake May. You feel me? This sophomore season, he ain't had one of the best rookie season, but this sophomore season, he looking like one of the best. You know, Bo Nix, he been having a kind of a sophomore slump. You know, everybody been saying Jaden Daniels been having a sophomore slump. I really just think it's injuries getting to him. Uh, Everybody been saying Caleb Williams was having a sophomore slump, but I think he's starting to come up out of his slump, you know, and start to really perform and really do big things for that team too. We're gonna get into him too. But overall though, Drake May for MVP don't sound too far fetched, especially with the team success that he having and the way he balling out. So we're gonna keep our eyes on Drake May and see how far see how he gonna continue to perform this season. You feel me? Y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about Drake May and his performance so far in the season. And do you think he worthy of being an MVP candidate? You feel me? Um, Another team that I want to get into too is the Baltimore Ravens. You feel me? And since Lamar Jackson came back, they've been on the run. You know, Tyler Huntley done he started the run off against the Bears. They pulled out that win against the Bears, a real big win, a real big win, a critical win that they needed to make sure they playoff hopes stay alive. And you know, since Lamar Jackson came back, they've been on a 2 game winning streak, and they've been looking good. You know, they 4-5 right now. They send a game or two back behind the Steelers, who just came off another loss, and they can still be able to take this division over and still make a playoff run right now. You know, so we gonna keep our eyes on that team and see what they gonna do. Lamar Jackson back, so you know he gonna do his thing. He gonna perform. To me, it's just all about that defense, man. The defense been stepping up lately. They've been coming up with sacks. A lot of people that was hurt, they then came back, and that defense looking way better than they did the first 6 weeks of the season. You feel me? So we gonna see if they gonna all put it together. They got rid of some players. I thought Jair Alexander was gonna be a huge, nice piece for them, you know, but things don't work out always work out how you think it would or how you plan on it to do. So they had to part ways, you know. But what's gonna happen with the Baltimore Ravens, man? You already know. As long as Lamar Jackson out there, he got a he one of the most winningest quarterbacks right now in the league. So long as they got him and he healthy, then they can probably make they can definitely make the playoffs. But Super Bowl run. I don't know, man. That might be kind of a stretch, but we're gonna see what's gonna happen, man. Anything possible in the NFL, man. Especially this year, man. Especially this year, I feel like the lead this year is just up for grabs right now, on both sides, AFC and NFC. But I'm a Kansas City fan, and I just know how Pat Mahomes gonna perform if he make it to the playoffs. And that's like I said, that's if he make it to the playoffs. The way the league is, they can come out with a winning record this year and still miss the playoffs. You feel me? But we gonna see what's gonna happen with them though. You feel me? Um, and the last thing I want to get into for the day, man. I want to talk about the Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams, man. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about them, and I say this topic for the last just because I really want to give a shout out to Caleb Williams. You feel me? Just because the way he been performing in the fourth quarter, bro. The way he been performing in the fourth quarter just been crazy. You know, he got four quarter winning drives this year that lead the NFL right now. You know, and he just been balling out in the fourth quarter when they need him to step up and be clutch. He been clutch, man, and that's one thing I can't argue with about. And that's one thing I can't argue about is he been stepping up. If it's making throws outside the pocket, in the pocket, or making plays with his legs, breaking out of sacks, or making huge runs downfields, making sure getting down into the ground or getting out of bounds or even scoring touchdowns. You know, he been he been coming alive in that fourth quarter and helping the Chicago Bears pull out some critical wins right now. And as of right now, man, they division is tight right now. You know, them in Detroit right now 6-3. And you got Green Bay sitting right there at like I think 5-3-1 or something like that. You know, that division up for grabs right now, you know. And I feel like Ben Johnson the reason behind that. You know, he helping his team. He helping develop Caleb Williams every day. Like he said, he challenging him and study challenging him and challenging him. I feel like you starting to see the best out of him. You know, he start off some games hot and then he cool down. And then, like I said, in that fourth quarter, he come alive. Or some games he starts slow and then he get hot and he finish hot. You know, and I feel like this Ben Johnson offense is trying to come alive. You know, they got a rookie running back who been running the ball really well. They got Romeo Duze, like I said. Every time I've been talking about him, he been stepping up. He had a touchdown last week in that clutch performance win. Luther Burden, DJ Moore, they starting to get him implicated back more into this offense. You know, the tight end, the rookie tight end been coming on as of lately. Yeah, man, everything been starting to come forth for the Bears. It seemed like the team, the offensive line been playing better. Especially they right tackle been coming up big for them, you know. So everything been looking good for them. For man, just gonna see if everybody can keep up the same play and keep it up the intensity. But for sure, shout out to Caleb Williams, Joe, because I was watching the game Sunday, and they was down to the Giants, you know. And I was thinking like, man, the Giants probably got this game in the bag, you know. And then the fourth quarter came, the Bears still seemed like they wasn't gonna do nothing. They weren't gonna do nothing. And then the next thing you know, like I said, Caleb Williams was able to make plays. You feel me? They end up did getting some help on that punt late in the fourth quarter that went out of bounds. It was a horrible. I'm talking about a horrible kick, and they was able to capitalize off that. They was able to capitalize off that and able to take the lead to eventually win the game. You know, Jackson Dart went down in that game. Uh, C.J. Gardner made a great play on Jackson Dart in that game to get him the ball back to help them make a come back alive and get them an extra possession in that game to put some points on the board. So, man, shout out to the Bears, shout out to Caleb Williams, and it's just a crazy. I'm gonna just read this. I'm gonna just read this stat out to y'all. You feel me? When trailing in the fourth quarter, he 72% completion rate, over 1,300 yards, and 11 touchdowns and two interceptions. You feel me? And that's when trailing in the fourth quarter and then come back. So you feel me? Like I've been saying, he had his best in the fourth quarter down in clutch performing plays. He get the job done. I can't deny that. You feel me? The Bears looking better than what they did last year. You know, Caleb Williams kind of looking better than what he did last year. He's still kind of being inconsistent as far as like how he start off, like I said, how he start off the game and how he playing through the game. But one thing you just can't doubt is in the fourth quarter, he making plays for his team. You feel me? That defense even start to step up. They make plays for the team. They help him. They get him extra possessions, and he just capitalized off that. And that's one thing that's important to do when you offense and when you're a quarterback and when your defense give you those extra possessions and those extra chances to make plays. Is you capitalize off and you go out there and you're able to put up points and get wins too. That's what's most important. So yeah, shout out to the Bears, man. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with them in that division. Like I said, it's tight right now. It's up for grabs, man. Everything is up for grabs right now. I feel like this season is probably one of the best seasons that's been going on. I've been telling y'all this every week that I've been on here that this is one of the best seasons that I've been seeing lately, and I feel like anybody can win this year. You feel me? But y'all already know though, man. This was another episode of Great Conversations Guests with your boy Turbo. You feel me? Remember to add me on Facebook at John Morant. You feel me? Those for y'all that got Instagram, add the podcast page at GreatConvo&Guests underscore. You feel me? Make sure y'all get my boy behind the lens on Instagram at Taj underscore Miller. You know, like I said, keep running up that last episodes, man. And as long as y'all keep fucking with us, y'all already know we're gonna keep dropping it.